National Anthem performed here at Prescott High School. As I was saying before, this is going to be the third meeting of the season between Prescott and Thunderbird. First meeting occurred back on December 2nd when the Badgers beat T-Bird 72-48. Then these two teams met again at the Cactus Tournament, which took place at the end of December, and it was another victory for the Badgers, this time 70-58. How will tonight's game go? Well, you know what? Again, it is the postseason, and as they say, whatever happened during the regular season, throw it all out, because it's just down to one game to see who moves on to the Sweet 16. Thunderbird, they come into this contest with a 14-11 record. Meanwhile, for Prescott, they are 16-10. Thunderbird, meanwhile, they've got the hot hand coming into this game as they have won their last 6 in a row. Meanwhile, for the Badgers, well, of course, they're coming off that heartbreaking and very controversial loss up at Flagstaff last Friday in a game we live streamed here on KYCA. Of course, in the final second, Jason Parent running up toward the basket, taking the jumper. Ball goes in. He got sandwiched in between two Flagstaff players. It looked like he hit the three. It looked like he got fouled. That's what it looked like on our video, and you can see it for yourself on KYCA's Vimeo page. However, the referees, they said it was a 2, not a 3. Therefore, any free throw would not have mattered, and the referees just bolted out of the gym, and that was that. However, looking at the video, again, Jason Parent clearly was beyond the arc, so refs got it wrong, cost the Badgers a chance to tie the game and send it into overtime. But talking to Coach Travis Stedman before the game, he says, what? Folks, for whatever reason, Thunderbird is at the free throw line before we've even tipped off. And just like that, I guess there was a technical called. I have absolutely no idea what happened. Now the game is underway, and Thunderbird is already up 2-0, thanks to 2 free throws by Marshall Curley. I have never seen anything like that before. There must have been some kind of technical before the tip-off. So hopefully we'll find out what the heck happened. Meanwhile, the game is underway. Thunderbird, they have the ball. That's Will Clark with it. Gets it over to Curley. Curley for 3, and it's good! Marshall Curley nailing Trey, and it's already 5-0 here in the early going. Now the Badgers get the ball. Over to Zane Gall. Gall hands it off to Carmen for 3. It's good! Jonas Carmen with a long-range 3. And the Badgers are back in it. It's 5-3. T-Bird with the ball. That's Will Clark with it. He gets it over to Curley. Into the paint. Dishes it off to number 14, Jordan Bateman, and Bateman puts it through for 2. Now Jason Parent with the ball. Parent toward the baseline, gets it off to Jex for 3. It's good! It's a war of the trays here to kick things off. And it's a 1-point game. Thunderbird 7, Prescott 6, Logan Jex. And stealing the ball is Parent, and Parent with the dunkaroo! And the Badgers are up 8-7. And we're barely 2 minutes into this game. We got some exciting stuff going on here to get things started, as Curley, looks like they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. And again, folks, we are going to try to find out the reason why Thunderbird went up to the line and shot 2 free throws before the game even, I guess, officially started. I guess the call went against Prescott, so Thunderbird, they have the ball. Curley with it. Curley thought about a long-range 3. He's guarded by Parent. Now gets that one over to Rampley. Now back and forth between Curley and Rampley. Curley for three. It's good. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. Curley with another tray, and it's a 10-8 Thunderbird lead. Checks for three. No good, and it goes in the hands of Jordan Bateman. Here come the T-Birds. Curley with it. Bounces that one over to Rampley. The sophomore, guarded by Carmen, goes up to the Badger logo, to Curley. For three again, Curley, no good. And it's Zane Gall who comes up with the rebound for Prescott. 5:30 to go here in the first quarter. It's 10-8 Thunderbird. Jason Parent with it. Parent, guarded by Chase Benson. Yeah, well, it looks like foul called against Thunderbird. Paris Strozier gets dinged for the foul. Thunderbird's first. Badgers take it out. Carmen with it. Gets it into Zane Gall. G-Force off the glass. It's good! And the G-Force ties the score 10-10. T-Bird with the ball. Pass over to number 32, Will Clark. Curley moves inside. Dishes that one off to Bateman. Loses the ball and it goes out of bounds. So the Titans will take it out. Over to Curley in the paint. Takes a shot. Blocked by Zane Gall. This time looks like they're going to say Gall got a hand in the face of Curley. So it will be Thunderbird possession. Curley up to the free throw line. And Curley makes the first one. And Curley makes the second one. Marshall Curley 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Checks with the ball over to Parent. Parent for three. No good on that one. Gall tried to get the rebound. Couldn't do it. (12-10) in favor of Thunderbird. 4:35 remaining in the first quarter. Long pass over to Curley. And the shot missed by Clark. And here come the Badgers. Jason Parent with it. And Parent gets bumped into, loses the ball, then picks it back up. Now to Jex. Jex thought about a three. Comes inside. Over to Tennant. Net. He moves in, kicks it out to Carmen. Carmen moving toward the baseline. Double team, takes a shot, no good. Rebounded by Zane Gall. Out to Tennant for three. It's good! Tenacious T draining the three. And the Badgers are up 13-12 over T-Bird. Will Clark moving inside. Long pass out to Rampley. The jumper for three, no good, and rebounded by Jonas Carmen. Shot by Gall, no good. Trying to tip it in is Parent. Battle for the ball, and it's Thunderbird who comes up with it. With the ball now, Strozier gets it over to Rampley. Bounce pass inside to Strozier. Here comes Curley. Curley with the jumper. No good. And Jason Parent trying to get hold of the rebound. Couldn't get a handle of it. Ball goes out of bounds. Ryan Calcaterra inbounds it for T-Bird with 2:50 to go in the first quarter. And the Badgers steal the ball away. Micah Bittner. Parent with it. Parent double team. Tried to dish it off to Bittner. No good. Ball goes out of bounds, but last touched by T-Bird. To net. On the inside to Bittner. Turns around, shoots. And they're going to say that Jordan Bateman hacked Micah Bittner as he went up for the shot. And Bittner will head up to the free throw line. 13-12, Prescott leads it with 2:39 to go in the first quarter of the state play-in round. And Bittner connects on his free throw. Micah Bittner, who had a very good season for the Prescott swim team. And that certainly built up his stamina moving into basketball. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Curley. He gets that one over to Ryan Calcaterra. Hands it off to Curley. Now over to number 3, Carter Squires. Curley through traffic, taking the shot. It's good! Curley, with about 3 Badgers around him, still makes the shot, and he ties it up 14-14. It looks like we're going to get a hand check against Thunderbird, I believe. So anyway, folks, the game started off with a technical against Prescott, and that is why Curley went up to the line to start. Now, what that technical was, I have no idea. Hopefully, we can find out sometime during this broadcast, because I've never seen anything like that. Micah Bittner getting called for the foul for Prescott. T-Bird inbound. That'll be Will Clark. Man, oh man, that guy had quite the career with the San Francisco Giants. What a great hitter he was. Oh, sorry, wrong Will Clark. Clark over to Squires. Squires for 3. No good. Off the glass and into the hands of Logan Jex. Gets it off to Tenet. Tenet past the half-court line for Prescott. Badgers moving right to left across your radio dial. The jumper by Tenet. It's good! Tenacious T! And that puts the Badgers out in front 16-12. Or 16-14, excuse me. Now for 3, Thunderbird, no good, and rebounded by Jake Hilton. Gets it to Parent for 3, it's good! Jason Parent with the tray. And it's 19-14 in favor of Prescott. 1:16 left to go here in the first quarter. Oh, jeez. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Okay. Athletic Director Missy Townsend just informed me what that technical was prior to the game starting. The reason why Marshall Curley went up to the line. And man, you just got to be kidding me on this. Apparently someone from Prescott dunked during warm-ups, and you're not allowed to do that. Folks, if you'll excuse me for about 20 seconds, I'm going to remove my headsets and bash my head against the wall out of frustration and incredulity over that. Can't dunk during warm-ups. Come on. Ugh. Well, I guess there's another rant I'm going to do for my Tri-City Sports Roundup show on Saturday. Okay, I think that's about the 3rd or 4th sigh I've done over that. Time to get back to the game. And again, thanks to Athletic Director Missy Townsend here at Prescott giving us that information on what led to the technical before the game. T-Bird with the ball. Carter Squires. He inbounds it to Aiden Rampley. Back to Squires. Now a lob. Intercepted by Logan Jex in the paint. Off the glass. It's good. Logan Jex. 21-14 as the Badgers start to pull away here. T-Bird with the ball. And that's number 50, Sam Clark. Double team by the Badgers. Breaks through it. Now Curley for 3. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. It's good by Curley. 21-17. T-Bird down by 4. 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Tennett with the ball. To Jex. Jex moves inside. Gets grabbed out to Carmen. Jonas Carmen getting it over to Logan Jex. And it looks like we got a hand check here against T-Bird. And that'll be against number 12, Aiden Rampley. Non-shooting foul. And Jason Parent will inbound for the Badgers. Long pass out to Tennett. Tennett probably made some passes like that too when he was on the freshman football team this year. Over to Carmen. Now to Gall. Just hands that off to Jason Parent. 8 seconds left to go. Parent through traffic off the glass. It's good! Jason Parent makes it a 23-17 game as the horn sounds, and that'll do. Oh! And from about 3/4 down the court, I think that was Strozier, almost put that in the basket. Well, folks, first quarter in the books, and what a first quarter it was. Prescott up 23-17. We'll be back with the second quarter in 30 seconds right at. We'll also have a recap of this game on our morning news slate tomorrow morning between 6 and 8 on KYCA. Of course, if you missed the recap during our morning news drive, well, you can always catch it on our website later on in the day whenever you want. Badgers inbound to start the second quarter of action. Parent over to Tennett. Tennett double teamed. Tries to, and I think we're going to get over and back there on Tennett. So it'll be T-Bird possession. And here comes the thrill, Will Clark. One of several sophomores on this varsity roster for Thunderbird. Strozier. That one tipped up in the air. Strozier gets it back. Gets that one over to Bateman. And loose ball. Prescott has it. Here they come down the court. Parent inside. The jumper. It's good. Jason Parent. 12 points tonight for Jason Parent. The guy who was shut out in the first quarter of Friday's game against Flagstaff coming on strong. Also coming on strong for T-Bird, it's Curley. Marshall Curley with another bucket. Marshall Curley also getting fouled, and now he'll go up to the line. Zane Gall with the foul. That's his second of the night. Marshall Curley, 6'4" junior, averaging just under 16 points per game. And he completes the three-point play. In fact, Curley 5 for 5 from the stripe tonight. 25-20, T-Bird down by 5. T-Bird down by 7 as Jason Parent runs to the rim and puts it in off the glass for 2. The leading scorer in the state, Jason Parent, making it a 27-20 game. Parent the most points out of any player in the state, regardless of conference. 687 coming into tonight's game. Curley with it at the top of the key, double teamed. Now for 3, no good. But T-Bird gets the ball back. Curley coming inside, and Curley off balance, makes the shot, misses, but that's going to go down as a foul. Curley back up to the line. Foul against Jake Hilton, his first of the night. And Curley, he's turning in Mr. Automatic from the stripe tonight. That's his 6th free throw made out of 6 attempts. Make it 7 out of 7 for Curley. That'll pull T-Bird closer, 27-22. 6:20 to go in the second quarter. Tennett in the paint. Tried to dish that one off to Hilton. Bounces off of him, goes out of bounds. Actually, they're going to say last touched by a T-Bird player. So Tennett will inbound. Gets it into Carmen. Over to Hilton. And Hilton looks like he got fouled. And I think they're going to call it against Clark. And for Will Clark, that's his first foul tonight. Tennett into Carmen. Big time block by number 14, Bateman. And now T-Bird gets the ball back. Rampley with it. Now Bateman off the glass, and it's good. Jordan Bateman. Thunderbird inching closer, 27-24 the score. Whistle on the play. And again, it's going to be Will Clark who gets dinged for the foul. So Clark with 2 fouls in the span of about 20-30 seconds. And now Jason Parent will inbound the ball for Prescott. And coming into the game and replacing his brother Logan Jex is Parker Jex. Tennett with it. Past the half-court line, over to Parent. Now over to Hilton for 3. No good. Loose ball. Tennett comes up with it. And Tennett getting grabbed by, I think it's going to be Bateman who gets called for the foul. It is. Seventh foul called against Thunderbird, and that will bring Uriah Tennett up to the free throw line. Tennett 5 points tonight for Prescott. He's coming off a 25-point performance against Flagstaff last Friday. And Uriah Tennett nails the first free throw. Tennett having one heck of a freshman year for Prescott, averaging 15.5 points per game as he nails both free throws. Not only that, but Tennett 122 rebounds as well. And the guy's only about 5'9", at least that's what he's listed on the roster. Rampley trying to set things up for T-Bird. Bounces that one over to Strozier. Back to Rampley, guarded by Parent, and intercepted by Uriah Tennett to Parent, and Parent with the one-handed dunk! And we got a whistle on the play. So timeout called. Prescott calling a timeout after that big dunk there by Jason Parent, making it a 31-24 game. State playing around here tonight at Prescott High School. In fact, this is the first home postseason game the Prescott boys have had in over 2 decades. That is according to Coach Travis Stedman. Well, one team that doesn't have a home playoff game or a home play-in game tonight is Bradshaw Mountain. They came up just short of playing in the Bear Den tonight. The Bears, they were the number 17 seed in the play-in round. And that meant they had to go all the way down south to take on number 16, Rio Rico. Hopefully we will have a score update to give you on how Bradshaw and Rio Rico are doing. So Thunderbird to inbound. Sam Clark gets that into Rampley. Now back to Rampley. Long pass over to Curley. Strozier. Curley thought about a 3. Blocking him was Jex. Now Curley loads for the 3. No good. But rebounded by Paris Strozier. And Strozier puts it in for 2. Sophomore Paris Strozier making it 31-26. Thunderbird trailing by 5. Parent with the ball for Prescott. At the top of the key. Moves inside. Spins. And passes that one. Intercepted by Thunderbird. And now intercepted by Hilton of Prescott. To Parker Jex. Tennett. Man, oh man, Badgers, man, they dodged the bullet there. To net, one-handed pass to Jackson. Jacks off the glass for two. Parker Jacks off a great pass by Uriah to net. 33-26 the score in favor of the Badgers. Now Curley for three. It's good. Third trade tonight by Marshall Curley. 33-29 T-Bird. Curley responsible for the bulk of Thunderbird's offense as Uriah Tenet buries a three-pointer. 36-29 Prescott. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. Clark gets that one over to Rampley. He moves in. Now to Curley. Curley trying to get around Hilton. Gets it out to Rampley. Rampley trying to set things up for T-Bird. Clark at the corner. Bounce pass on the inside to Curley. Curley spins and almost denied by Parent. And on the second attempt, Marshall Curley puts it in. 36-31, the score in favor of Prescott. To Hilton, and Hilton, tried to unload that pass into the basket right as soon as he got it. But it bounces off the rim, and it's Thunderbird ball. Clark with it. 3 minutes and counting to go in the second quarter. Rampley driving the paint, taking the shot, no good, but it looks like Rampley got fouled. Good crowd here tonight under the dome. Nice big student section here for Prescott, and several people made the trip up from Phoenix to root on Thunderbird. Aiden Rampley to the line. Rampley connects on the first free throw. Rampley averaging 4.3 points per game this season for T-Bird. Second shot coming up for the sophomore. And he gets a good bounce on that and makes it 36-33. Thunderbird down by 3. Pretty young team is Thunderbird. They have 6 sophomores on their roster. Put together a 14-11 record. So the future looks bright for T-Bird. Tenet gets it off to Parent. Parent moving inside. Now the jumper for 3. In and out of the rim. Battle for the rebound. And it's Strozier who comes up with it for T-Bird. Gets that one over to Squires. Now the jumper for 3. No good by Calcaterra. And it looks like we're going to get a foul called. Looks like that's going to be against Thunderbird, and I think that's going to be against Paris Strozier. His second foul of the night. Badgers in the bonus. So Jason Parent will go up to the line. "16 points for Jason Parent, and that's as many as he had in the Flagstaff game Friday. Parent got off to a slow start against the Eagles, but no slow start for Parent tonight, that's for sure. In and out of the basket. Rampley with it for T-Bird. Now he gets that over to Carter Squires. Bouncer over to Rampley. Calcaterra from the corner gets it over to Rampley. Calcaterra now for 3. No good, and rebounded by Zane Gall. To Tenet. Pass the half-court line on the near side. Minute 50 left to go here in the second quarter. Parent. Now he moves inside, spins through traffic, taking the shot off the glass. It's good! Jason Parent! And it's a 38-33 game in favor of Prescott as Parent steals the ball right out of the hands of Squire in the baseline. A reverse one-handed dunk by Parent. Are you kidding me? Man, oh man, Jason Parent making it 40-33 on a highlight play. For 3, Curley, no good, but he gets his own rebound in the paint, taking the shot, no good, and rebounded by Bittner. But a foul called against Thunderbird. So up to the line will come Micah Bittner, who's 1 for 2 from the stripe tonight. Back in the game for T-Bird is Paris Strozier. He will spell Carter Squires. First shot coming up for the 6'4" junior Bittner, and that one's good. 41-33, Prescott extends its lead. Second shot coming up for Bittner. And he gets the good roll on that one. Micah Bittner, 3 for 4 from the charity stripe. And it's 42-33 Badgers. Here comes Thunderbird. That's Aiden Rampley. Gets that one over to Will Clark. Round and round the ball goes for Thunderbird. Rampley has it on the inside of Clark. He turns, he shoots, and he doesn't score. But he does get his own rebound and kicks it out to Curley. Off the backboard, no good, and Thunderbird still gets the rebound as Tanette and Rampley struggle for the ball. And it's going to go in Prescott's favor. Parent has it. 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Logan Jex down the baseline. And I think they're going to say Jex stepped out of bounds. T-Bird has the ball. Clark into Rampley. At the far corner. Now back to Rampley. Strozier. Jonas Carmen bumps into Strozier, but no call. Back to Strozier, now over to Curley. And it looks like we are going to get a hand check here against Prescott. Marshall Curley up to the line. Logan Jeck's going to get the foul here. That's his second. Marshall Curley, 7 for 7 from the stripe tonight, make it 8 for 8. Curley already with 23 points for T-Bird. Oh, and Curley, well, the streak is over from the free throw line as he misses that one. To Tanette for 3! In and out of the basketball, rebounded by Parent. He turns through traffic, takes the shot, and he gets fouled. Jason Parent up to the line. He missed his only time from the stripe so far tonight. And that one's good. Micah Bittner back in the game for Prescott. He'll replace Zane Gall. Next shot coming up for Parent. And Sam Clark into the game now for T-Bird. And that one's good by Jason Parent. Thunderbird with just 3 seconds left on the clock. Rampley to Clark. Clark goes for the shot. No good. The horn sounds, and that'll do her for the first half of action in the state play-in round. Our score as we head into halftime, it's Prescott 44, Thunderbird 34. And of course, tonight's game started right at 7 o'clock. No JV game to precede it since it is the postseason. John Rust with you here. Thank you very much for joining us on our live stream and on the radio side here on KYCA. Thunderbird, they start off with possession. Curley with it. Gets it over to Rampley. Now to Strozier. Guarded by Jonas Carmen. Thunderbird now moving right to left across your radio dial and your screen, depending on how you're following this game. Rampley over to Strozier. Down the inside of Curley. Double team. Takes a shot. Blocked by Gall, but a little too much on that block. Is Zane Gall going to get dinged with the foul? Actually, no correction on that. It's going to be Jason Parent who gets called for the foul. And Curley does not get the good bounce there. Curley, well, he made his first 8 free throws in a row, and now he's missed his last 2. Doesn't miss that one. And it's 44-35 in favor of Prescott. Tennette with the ball for the Badgers. Pass the half-court line to Parent. Parent comes inside, kicks it out to Jex for 3. No good. Rebounded by Bateman. Now to Strozier. Strozier past the half-court line for T-Bird. Over to Rampley. Well, kind of a game of catch between Rampley and Strozier. On the inside. Now over to Clark. Clark moving into the baseline. Double team. Kicks that one out to Rampley. To Curley. Curley moves inside. Dishes it off to Bateman. And Bateman off the glass for 2. 44-37. Thunderbird trying to play catch up here as Parent takes it inside off the glass. No good. And from his body language, I think Jordan Bateman is going to get hit with the foul. And for Bateman, that is his 3rd foul tonight, and that will bring Jason Parent up to the line. 6:48 to go in the 3rd quarter. 44-37 Prescott. 45-37 Prescott as Jason Parent nails that free throw. Second shot coming up for Parent. In and out of the basket and rebounded by the Thrill, Will Clark. Rampley with it. Back to Clark. Pass over to Curley at the corner. Curley trying to get around Jex. Feeds that one over to Clark. Now back out to Curley from the corner for 3. It's good! Marshall Curley with another tray, and it's a 5-point game. Prescott 45, T-Bird 40. Tennette inside, over to Parent. Parent moves in from the corner. Now to Jex. Jex thought about a 3. Gets it out to Gall at the corner. Gall from the far corner under a double team. Tried to pass that one to Tennette, and it's intercepted by T-Bird, and that's Aiden Rampley, and Rampley and Parent collide. And I think it's going to be Jason Parent who gets called for the foul. Second foul against Jason Parent. So Will Clark, the 6'3 sophomore, inbounds the ball to Rampley. Another sophomore. Like I said, a lot of good sophomores on this Thunderbird team. And Parent steals the ball. Parent in the paint. And Parent with another one-handed dunkaroo. And it's 47-40 Prescott. And the student section starting to chant, "This is our house," as Tennette steals it for a second. Now Carmen picks it up. And to Parent, and Parent tried for a little alley-oop action there. Couldn't get it, and now we have a Thunderbird player down. And Jason Parent getting nailed with his 3rd foul tonight. Man, oh man, in a game like this, Jason Parent is not the guy you want in foul trouble. Hippie Brown now going to come into the game. And he'll take over for Logan Jex. Parent will remain in the game. Clark with it. Gets it over to Rampley. Rampley runs past the Badger logo. Guarded by Jonas Carmen. And Carmen gets hand checked. Man, oh man, and now the fouls are coming hot and heavy against Prescott. Second foul called against Carmen. 5:16 to go in the 3rd quarter. Badgers up by 7, 47-40. Rampley gets that one over to Bateman. Now to Curley for 3. On target! Marshall Curley with another tray. 47-43. Thunderbird getting closer and closer. Parent with the ball for Prescott. Trying to get around the double team to Tennette. Tennette moving inside through traffic, taking the shot. No good. And who's going to get the rebound? It's Tennette. After that ball bounces around a bit. Tennette for 3. No good. T-Bird with the ball, and the pass to Clark goes through his hands and out of bounds. Badgers will get the ball with 4:39 to go here in the third stanza. Jason Parent inbound to Tannett. Parent goes to Carmen for three. It's good! Jonas Carmen netting the tray and making it 50-43 Prescott. Carmen's second three of the night. Strozier gets it over to Curley. Now over to Bateman with the jumper. It's good! Jordan Bateman. And he has 8 points tonight for T-Bird, who now trail 50-45. Parent gets it over to Tannett. Gall for three. No good, and rebounded by Curley. Aiden Rampley past the half-court line for Thunderbird. 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. Strozier moves inside. Kicks that one out to Rampley. Now over to Bateman for three. No good, but rebounded by T-Bird. And it's Will Clark who puts it in off the glass. First points of the night for Clark, and it's 50-47. Thunderbird trailing by three. Long pass to Jex. Now over to Parent. Parent moves into the paint. Fadeaway jumper. It's good! Jason Parent. 52-47 Prescott. Rampley bounces that one over to Strozier on the inside to Bateman. And Bateman off the glass, but it looks like he got fouled. And the foul's going to be against Zane Gall. And that's his third of the game. And this will bring Jordan Bateman up to the line for T-Bird. And Bateman does not get the good bounce on that one. Jordan Bateman averaging 12.6 points per game this season, along with 6.4 rebounds per game. In fact, Bateman had 12 points and 9 rebounds versus Prescott in their first meeting of the season back on December 2nd. Second shot coming up for Bateman. That one goes through. And it's 52-48. T-Bird trails by 4. Carmen with the ball for the Badgers over to Tannett. Back to Carmen. Long pass over to Logan Jex. Jex moving inside through traffic, taking the shot. No good. Gets his own rebound. Tries to go up again. And Jex gets fouled. Up to the line will be Logan Jex, who has 5 points for the Badgers tonight. .258 remaining in the third quarter. Jex rims out on that one. Second shot coming up from the line by Logan Jex. Misses on that one. So lucky break there for Thunderbird. And well, I think they're going to say Clark threw an elbow at one of the Prescott players. The Thunderbird fans disagree. And it'll be Prescott possession, and that is the 4th foul against Will Clark tonight. So he's going to come out and be replaced by Paris Strozier. Tannett to inbound for the Badgers. And a battle for the ball between Tannett and Calcaterra. And it will be the Badgers to inbound again. Tannett. Pass over to Carmen. On the inside to Pippi Brown. Now to Hilton. Tannett down the baseline, taking the running shot. No good. Battle for the rebound. Falling to the floor, and travel called against Bateman as he had the ball and fell to the floor. Yeah, you got me on that one, folks. Tannett again inbounding for Prescott to Carmen. On the inside to Brown. Back, and tried to pass it to Brown, and it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Ryan Calcaterra to inbound for Thunderbird. Rampley gets that one over to Strozier. Now back to Rampley. 4-point game, 52-48 Badgers. Bateman moves inside, and a charge called against Bateman, as I believe he ran into Pippi Brown. And Bateman with 4 fouls tonight. So Bateman and Clark both with 4 fouls. Badgers to inbound. Jex feeds that one to Tannett. Now over to Hilton. Hilton for 3. No good. And hauling in his own rebound is Hilton. Almost losing the ball, but Tannett gets it before it goes out of bounds. Tannett flying through traffic in the paint. Looking around. Makes the pass to Carmen. Carmen through traffic, taking the shot. It's good! Jonas Carmen! And it's 54-48 Prescott. Nice play by Jonas Carmen, shooting over his defender. $1:50 left to go in the third quarter. Curley inside. Guarded. And Curley splits by the defenders, but does not make the basket. Zane Gall with the rebound. And Tannett unable to keep it in bounds. Goes into the stands, and now one of the Prescott students gives a high five there to Tannett. T-Bird with the ball. Strozier. Gets pass over to Rampley. Clark on the inside, guarded by Jex. Now Curley. Cut off by Tannett. Bounces it. Calcaterra. And the pass goes out of bounds. And it'll be Prescott ball with 1:12 remaining in the third quarter. Jason Parent coming back in the game, and timeout called, a 30-second timeout called by Thunderbird. Hey folks, you are listening to Prescott Basketball here on the news, 1490 AM, 103.5 FM, KYCA, Prescott, Arizona, USA, where the time is 1 minute away from 8 o'clock. 54-48 is our score in the state play-in round. Prescott, the number 12 seed, and Thunderbird, the number 21 seed. T-Bird back out on the court. Jason Parent will inbound. He gets it over to Tannett. Tannett trying to get around Strozier. Long pass, and that one is caught by Jex. Over to Parent, intercepted by Strozier. Oh, and I think they're going to say Strozier stepped out of bounds. Logan Jex will inbound for the Badgers. 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. To Tannett. Tannett at the far corner, double teamed. Gets down the inside to Gall. Gall with the big wingspan getting that. Now Hilton off the glass, it's good! Jake Hilton with his first bucket of the night. 56-48 Badgers as they extend their lead. Here comes T-Bird, Strozier, over to Curley. Rampley. Gets that one to Clark. Rampley, bounce pass on the inside to Calcaterra. Clark now has it. Clark double teamed and stolen by Hilton. Oh no, they're going to say that either Hilton or Jex fouled him. They're going to call that one against Jake Hilton. Hilton, who actually celebrated his birthday on Friday. I already wished him a happy birthday on our Flagstaff stream, so we're good there. Shot by Calcaterra, no good, off the glass. Parent gets the rebound to Tannett. Tannett racing to the basket off the glass. It's good! Uriah Tannett! And the Badgers up by 10, 58-48. 5 seconds to go in the third. Strozier with it. Strozier gets it off to Calcaterra for three. No good, off the rim. And the third quarter comes to an end with the Badgers going up by 10. It's Prescott 58, Thunderbird 48. Well, the Badgers did have a 10-point lead earlier in this game, and Thunderbird came storming back. So you certainly can't count out this T-Bird team. Will Clark will inbound for T-Bird to get things going here in the fourth. Rampley moving inside, bounces it over to Curley. Back to Rampley. Rampley thought about a three, now moves inside. Bateman has it, over to Strozier. Nice one-handed grab. Rampley, back to Strozier. Over to Rampley. Thunderbird just throwing the ball round and around, trying to get a good shot as Curley has it, and Curley throws that one away. Tannett racing for the ball. He gets it. And now the ball rolls away from Tannett, and it's picked up by Clark. Clark to Strozier on the inside. Over to Curley. Actually, correction, Rampley. Strozier from the near corner, guarded by Jex. Bounce pass on the inside to Bateman. Bateman turns in the paint, shoots, and Bateman gets the good bounce. 11 points tonight for Jordan Bateman. 58-50 is the score. Badgers on top. Jex inside, dishes out to Gall, and Gall with a nice little one-handed shot. The G-Force makes it a 60-50 game for Prescott. Rampley on the far side for T-Bird. Curley for three. It's good! Marshall Curley. 6 trays tonight for Curley. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. Hilton goes up for the shot. It's blocked by Strozier. Gets that one over to Rampley. Strozier, Curley for three again. It's good! Yeah. Curley, 7 trays tonight. And it's all of a sudden 60-56. Man, oh man, that 10-point lead for Prescott disappeared in a hurry. 6:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tannett goes for three. No good, but Tannett gets his own rebound. In the paint to Parent, and Parent. Oh, Parent tried for a one-handed dunk, and it went out. And it went out of the basket, and now it goes out of bounds. And it's Thunderbird possession. And now, full timeout called by Prescott with 5:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Again, Badgers started this quarter with a 10-point lead. Then all of a sudden, Thunderbird came roaring back. Couple of trays by Marshall Curley, and T-Bird making a game of it. Now, folks, we've got a couple of scores here for you from the play-in round. Actually, we've got a couple of finals. Saguaro beating Sahuarita 60-29. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. We got the wrong page there. Trying to find some scores from the state play-in round tonight. Again, we actually have 4 Grand Canyon region teams in the play-in round. Prescott right here, Bradshaw Mountain down at Rio Rico. Flagstaff and Coconino, they're hosting play-in games. Coco versus Micah Mountain. Flagstaff versus Buckeye tonight. T-Bird inbounds, Rampley with it. Long pass over to Strozier. Strozier gets that over to Rampley. Over to Curley. Curley, who's been deadly from beyond the arc tonight. Clark from the near corner, cut off by a double team. Bounce pass on the inside, stolen by Jason Parent. Parent comes down the court. Moving inside, the jumper, it's good! Jason Parent! 62-56, just what the doctor ordered for the Badgers. Rampley with it. Now to Strozier. On the inside to Bateman. Bateman in the paint. Off the glass. It's good! And Gall knocks over Bateman, but no call on that. Here come the Badgers. 62-58 to score. Tennette falls down, gets the ball. Fight for the ball between him and Rampley. And Rampley going to get called for the foul. Fifth foul called against Thunderbird. Second of the night for Aiden Rampley. Badgers will inbound. It will be Jonas Carmen. Carmen, who has 8 points tonight, gets a little pat on the shoulder by one of the student section members. To Parent. And Parent gets checked, and it looks like it's Rampley again. So Rampley getting dinged for 2 fouls in the span of about 6 seconds. And he's kind of looking to the bench going, what am I doing, man? Again, Carmen to take it out between the scorekeeper's table and the Badger bench. With 4:51 to go in the fourth quarter, Prescott up 62-58. Parent with it. Parent the jumper from the top of the key, no good. And rebounded by Strozier. Rampley with it. Bounce pass, almost stolen by Hilton. Clark in the paint. Loses the ball, and it's stolen by Jason Parent. Pass to Tennette. Pass to half-court line. Bounces it over to Hilton. Hilton to Tennette. Tennette moving inside the jumper. And blocked by Strozier. And Strozier going to get dinged for the foul. And I believe that's Strozier's 5th foul. So he'll be sitting out the rest. Actually, correction, that's his 3rd foul. As Tennette goes up to the line, and we do have a couple of scores to give you here, folks. Flagstaff leading Buckeyes 62-48 in their play-in game as Tennette misses the first free throw. Unfortunately, that's all the scores we have right now for the play-in round. So Flag in the lead as Tennette makes the second shot. And it's 63-58. Prescott on top, 4:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Strozier with it. Rampley. Gets that one out to Curley. Curley thought about a long-range 3. Now Curley, fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebounded by Parent. Parent coming inside, and Parent the one-handed dunk! Parent telling T-Bird, you will respect my authority! 65-58 in favor of Prescott. Curley moves inside, feeds it to Bateman. Bateman with the shot, no good. Parent steals it away. Jason Parent over to Hilton, back to Parent. Parent gets it over to Gall, and Gall, oh! Well, he misfired on the first shot, but Gall gets the putback. And the G-Force with his 6th point of the night. Timeout called by Thunderbird, 67-58 as the Badgers are catching fire. Jason Parent with 32 points tonight for Prescott. And for Parent, this is the 12th game this season where he has had 30 or more points. Meanwhile, Marshall Curley, he has 34 points for Thunderbird. And that actually exceeds his previous season high. Curley had 29 points versus Chaparral on opening day back on November 22nd. How about this? The last time these two teams got together at the Cactus Tournament on December 29th, Marshall Curley only put up 10 points against Prescott. Well, Prescott unable to contain Curley tonight. He has had himself quite the game. And he's a junior, folks, so he's going to be back for T-Bird next year. And I think Coach Buddy Rake is going to be happy to have him. Buddy Rake, the coach for Thunderbird since 1989. Long pass over to Curley at the far corner. On the inside, they're going to say Zane Gall got a hand in there on Will the Thrill Clark. So Gall, that's his 4th foul. Clark up to the line, both teams in the bonus. Will Clark with 2 points tonight for Thunderbird. 3 minutes exactly to go in the 4th stanza. 67-58, Badgers in the lead. Clark drains the first free throw. It's 67-59. First home playoff game for the Badgers in over 2 decades tonight, as Clark successful on both his free throws. It's now a 7-point game, 67-60 Badgers. Parent with it. Nice one-handed grab on the pass from Carmen. On the inside to Hilton, dishes it off to Gall. Big time block by Bateman. Oh, they're going to say Bateman fouled Gall as he went up for the shot. And that is foul number 5 on Jordan Bateman. He is done tonight. And Jordan Bateman will take his 13 points over to the bench, and that is where he will spend the rest of the game. So a big loss there for Thunderbird in the final 2:48 of this game as Zane Gall up to the line for the Badgers. Gall hits the first free throw. 68-60 the score. Zane Gall, a 6'9" freshman, averaging 7.4 points per game for Prescott. He gets another point there as he is successful from the stripe, and it is 69-60 in favor of Prescott. 8 points tonight for the G-Force. T-Bird with the ball. Strozier. Pass over to Rampley, almost intercepted by Jason Parent. Rampley with the shot, no good. Rampley gets his own rebound, loose ball, picked up by T-Bird. Curley for 3, it's good! Marshall Curley putting on a show from beyond the arc. His 8th trade tonight, and it's 69-63 Badgers as Curley knocks it out of bounds. Pass intended for Jonas Carmen. Man, oh man, this game looking like it could go right down to the wire. 2:20 left to go. And it is just a 2-possession game. Carter Squires into the game for Thunderbird, who had a pretty successful season for the Thunderbird football team. As it looks like the ball goes out of bounds, it'll still be Prescott possession. Jake Hilton to inbound. Jake Hilton also had a pretty successful football season for Prescott. 2 to net. And grabbing to net was Carter Squires. And Carter Squires, I guess shades of being back on the football field. That's actually Squires' 2nd foul of the game. So he'll come out. Uriah Tenet up to the free throw line. Tenet makes the free throw. Uriah Tenet, 14 points tonight for Prescott. He makes it a 70-63 game. He makes it a 71-63 game. Badgers extend their lead. 2:10 left to go in regulation. Curley, what a night this guy has had. Loose ball, and Strozier picks it up. Now it's loose again, and Clark falls on it, and a jump ball. As we have a drowning pool moment, and the bodies hit the floor as Clark, well, definitely showing his emotions there as he is unhappy with that jump ball call going in Prescott's favor, and Clark going to come out. 2 minutes. Not to midnight, as Iron Maiden would say. It's 2 minutes until the end of regulation. Carmen, long pass to Gall. Now back to Carmen. Another long pass, this one over to Parent. Parent gets shoved by Strozier. Man, oh man, you can't get any more blatant than that. Strozier's 4th foul of the game. This will send Parent up to the free throw line. Parent with 30-plus points tonight for Prescott as he sinks that one. 72-63. Parent with a chance to make this a 10-point lead for Prescott. That's exactly what he does. 73-63 Badgers, a $1.50 to go in regulation. Blocked by Parent, stolen by Parent. And another foul called on Thunderbird. And up to the line again, Jason Parent. What a senior season Jason Parent has had, and he'd like to keep it going. Parent, coming into tonight's game, averaging 26.7 points per game as he makes that free throw. And again, Parent had 687 points when the night began, the most points of any high school player in Arizona regardless of conference. Misses on that, Tennant gets the rebound. And timeout called by Coach Travis Stedman of Prescott. And I think Coach Stedman has some friends and family up in Montana checking out our live stream tonight. So hello to everyone up in Montana. 1:43 remaining in regulation. Badgers ahead by 11 points. More playoff action Saturday here at Prescott High School as the boys and girls soccer teams will host an opening round state tournament game. Also, we do have a final in the play-in round, one of the games. Dysart beating Scottsdale Saguaro 57-47. Also, good luck to the Prescott wrestling team. They'll be in the sectional meet on Saturday. Postseason action just heating up here for winter sports as Jason Parent gets a one-handed dunk and puts an exclamation point on this game. Curley with it. Almost stolen away by Parent. Curley moves inside, kicks that one out to Calcaterra, and he hits a three. Ryan Calcaterra. 76-66 the score. Parent with the ball. Parent gets shoved by Calcaterra. And Jason Parent going to go up to the line again. Jason Parent with 35 points tonight after that free throw. Jake Hilton coming out of the game. Parker Jackson. Second shot coming up for Parent. And Parent connects. 78-66 Badgers. Clark. And it looks like we're going to get a foul called on Zane Gall. And that should be Gall's 5th of the game. So that'll be it for Zane Gall. 8 points tonight. And probably quite a few rebounds for him. But you know what? I don't think it's really going to hurt Prescott in the end. 1:04 left to go, and the Badgers are up by a dozen. Sam Clark up to the line. And Sam Clark with his first point of the night. Next shot coming up for the 6'2 senior, Clark. And he connects. 10-point game. Parker Jackson with it over on the far side for the Badgers. Pass over to Carmen. Carmen moving into the paint, and Carmen tried for a one-handed dunk, couldn't pull it off. Pass over to Rampley for three. And he hits it. No good. Battle for the rebound. And I think we might get a foul called against Prescott. We'll see how this goes. 46 seconds left to go in regulation. Sam Clark back up to the line. Foul called against Parker Jex, his first of the night. Clark already 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Clark 3 for 3 from the line. Next shot coming up for Clark. And that one's good. Sam Clark, a perfect 4 for 4 from the line to Parent. And it looks like Parent gets fouled again. Parent's season high is 41 points, which is also a single game record for Prescott. He's getting kind of close to that, but with 42 seconds left to go, I don't think he's going to get there. As we have mass substitutions here for Thunderbird. And now some confusions on getting the subs in. Well, here they come. We've got a couple of JV call-ups here, and Calvin Carson and Chris Moore. And I think that foul might have been called against Strozier, and that should be his 5th of the night. Chase Benson also into the game for Thunderbird. Shot by Parent, and that one is good. 79-70 Prescott. Parent with a chance to make it a 10-point lead here. He doesn't, but Jex gets the rebound. Kicks that one out to his brother Logan Jex. Now to Carmen. And now it's just kind of pass the ball around here and just kill the clock. Parent dribbling around, and he gets hand checked by number 15 Chase Benson, and Parent up to the line. And Parent misses on that one. Parent now 40 points tonight. Well, Prescott in the double bonus, so he has a chance to tie his season high. He does! 41 points for Jason Parent to tie his season high. What a game by Jason Parent. Here comes T-Bird with 25 seconds left to go. They're down 80-70, and they're just kind of passing the ball around. Maybe looking for one last shot here. Clark has it on the far corner. Clark kind of muscles his way through a double team. Now over to Carlson. Carlson, long pass over to Moore. Moore for 3, no good. Rebounded by Logan Jex, and that is going to do it. The Badgers move on to the Sweet 16. Final score tonight, Prescott 80 and Thunderbird 70. Sweet 16 is on the horizon. The Badgers will be playing next Tuesday. Where they'll be, who they'll play, who knows? We'll find out on Saturday when the AIA comes out with their brackets. Well, folks, thank you very much for joining us here on our broadcast of Prescott Basketball, the state play-in round. And congratulations on a great season for Thunderbird. They certainly played one heck of a game here tonight. Final score here tonight from under the dome, Prescott 80, Thunderbird 70. For CJ and Jason here in the and Scott back in the KYCA studios, I'm John Rust saying good night, everybody.